Good evening, Leos. Let's see what your past life wants you to know for June 30th to July 3rd, 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Leo's past life want them to lead for June 30th to July 3rd, 2018? What does Leo's past life want them to lead on June 30th to July 3rd, 2018? What does Leo's past life want them to learn on June 30th to July 3rd? Okay, let's see. What actions should the Lions, Leos, take for June 30th to July 3rd, 2018? What actions must Leos take for June 30th to July 3rd? All right, Lions, let's see what it wants to roll, what the past wants you to see. Okay. All right. Leos, in your past life, you were Mr. and Miss Leos, you were once an orphan. In a way, that would make sense because it would take the heart of a lion to understand compassion, to understand empathy. And in order for a human being to understand these things or sorrow, the flesh or the vessel must actually walk that life. And who's stronger than a Leo? So your past life wants you to know if you ever felt abandoned, if you ever felt like no one would understand you or would get you or love you the way you truly want to be loved. This is to say on June 30th to July 3rd before Independence Day, love you first. Love that inner child in you. Yes, she is an orphan. You can tell she has no shoes on, right? But look at her clothing. Look at her hair. Someone, even though that wasn't a family member or family members, wherever she went or wherever he went, right? Someone cared for them as if they were their own. They gave this woman, this young woman, clothes, clean clothes. It is not ripped. It's not worn down. It looks fresh, so much so that if someone was to pass her, they would actually want to buy her or get her shoes to match her outfit. Maybe another person will walk by and say, well, are you cold? Do you need a coat? Do you want to come in? I have soup. So, yes, you might not have the family that you wanted, but people in your life throughout your past lives protected you and clothed you and guided you, so much so that you became that heart of the lion. You became that warrior that we looked up to, because you understood the human struggle. You understood what it feels like to walking a life where you feel like you're alone, that nobody cares about you. But then you find out that people you don't even know would actually open their homes, their house, their knowledge to you. And you became that lion. You became royalty. What else did your past life want you to heal and understand? Wow. Looking at the angel. Your angel's been protecting and guiding you, Leos. Mr. and Miss Leos, they've been protecting you, guiding you. So much so that in your past life, you was once an angel. And probably one of your life missions was to understand what it would take to have that heart again. What it would take to become compassionate. What would it take to protect others that might not be able to protect themselves, or help those who cannot help themselves. So you became an angel on earth by becoming that orphan. What if your life mission or one of your callings could be to help those that are truly in need? Like you were able to overcome them, but some people don't have the tools, or they might have had those same experiences, but were altered. Maybe they had people that did not give them clothing. Maybe they gave them a dress or clothes, but it was worn down. It was dirty. They didn't even have the decency to clean it. They just felt like whatever I give you is good enough. They didn't have that same cloth of purification with people that you might have. Be that counselor, be that beacon, be that light for people that are in need. So on June 30th to July 3rd, see what services you could do, what volunteer services you could do. Check out the community orphanage or community shelters or child services, any way that you could volunteer to connect with the youth, to help them to understand it is people out here that can help them and are willing to guide them and show them that warrior side in themselves too. And that is okay that they're in these circumstances, because just like you and they will overcome. So what are the actions, Leos, that you must take in the now? Okay. Renew. So renew. Let's read it upward first. Renew. I don't think you have to renew the past. Maybe in the now you already are feeling abandoned. You probably feel lost or misguided. Or if you do know what you want to do, it's probably in the direction you might want to take it. So see, either find places that have children that really need help and guidance, like a big brother, big sister, a mentor, or a coach, in their self-esteem and their understanding of this life, and how they can use their personal life to manifest abundantly in the now. Review and evaluate. So you obviously don't have to review and evaluate, right? You already know what you have to do. You already know what your life purpose is. You already know what direction you want to take yourself. It's all about which way you want it to be led or want to lead, right? Start with the youth. A lot of people feel like as an adult, we don't have anything to shed. Or if you are a person that's 18 years old, that you're of legal age, that you don't have anything to share or to speak. You are a motivational speaker in the making. You are a great counselor. You are a great leader. You are a really great spiritual teacher. You don't have to reevaluate anymore. You don't have to assess. You already have the mother, father, spirit, and child in you. So much so that I think you healed it. Now it's time to demonstrate that to the world and to the people that really need it the most right now. We just had a full moon in Capricorn. Bring out that fire, that dark shadow of yourself, because that dark shadow wants to be healed. In fact, that's the same shadow of self that you have always healed. I don't think the world have seen it. Now is the time to show that. Okay? The facts. You know the facts. You have the personal life experiences. That is your receipt, okay? Even your degree. I would not be surprised that the degree that you have or the job experiences that you had were connected to the orphan or the childlike side of yourself that was once abandoned. And if it is now's the time to heal it, because you already healed it, but you have to demonstrate it. You don't need to move in a new direction. The direction is here, so much so that the angels are with you every step of the way. Now you must trust that. Trust that, Leos. Be that Piscean side of yourself. Be that sailor of the seas. And take your life mission, your personal life experiences. Your personal life experiences is your life mission. Broadcast that and reveal that to the world, to the masses. We really need that. I really need that. And when you do that, the waters, like I felt, that sailor of the sea, that Piscean side of yourself, that intuitive, that master of intuition that knows exactly which direction to navigate. So much so that you already have the masculine and feminine inside of you. You already have your intuition. You have the source that's leading you the way, that's giving you the current to push you. The angels, your guardian angels, you are an angel in the flesh. And now the water is calling you once more to go back, to travel abroad. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness. Forgive that abandonment. Forgive the abandonment in you. That way you can understand why others do abandon. Sometimes people who abandon us not to intentionally hurt us. Sometimes it's to save us from us seeing what they are feeling abandoned by. There is a positive resolution of your conflict. The positive resolution to your conflict is because you have experienced it in your past lives, so much so that you became the beacon for humanity to forgive themselves in abandonment, to forgive themselves when they walk away, to forgive themselves when they try to tuck away their emotions, to forgive themselves when they feel like closing down and not showing that dark side of themselves. You help them to see the light. Light is shown on this woman, this young girl. The masculine and feminine is already here. You know what you got to do. You know what your life purpose is. Now is the time to execute that, to examine it for what it is. You are the heart of humanity. Now show us why you are. How we began to understand compassion, empathy, and to understand the makeup of abandonment might have been from envy, jealousy, not knowing of the ego, and how to translate it into self of the vessel. And so you were born, Leo. Aries, the child. Taurus, the toddler. The builder. The seer. The seeker. The Cancer side of you. The nurturer, the mother, the father. Aries. Already here to ignite Taurus and Cancer to become Gemini, that communicative side of yourself. When that happened, once the vessel understood itself, then the lion, you, gave us the heart to beat and become not just clay, but actually flesh. Show us once more how that began. Till we meet again, I love you, Leos. I and will see you on the other side.